Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Part two here. My audiobook kicked in. So, I assume when that kicked in, it stopped recording audio. So I came out, fixed that situation, and decided to fill up my fly spray bottle and get that taken care of. Oh, I still haven't picked that right rear foot. So picking up where we left off, she doesn't like her rear end messed around with a whole lot. Doesn't like me back there, doesn't like me picking her feet. I suspect if I were to tie her up, it wouldn't be any problem at all. She's got two shoes on her back end. I held her for the farrier and he didn't have any trouble back there. But again, she didn't have any choice. Now she's got choices. And you can see how she might feel about this fly spray bottle I'm holding in my hand. Shouldn't have any feelings about it. But there's a good chance every time she's been fly sprayed in her life, well, I can't say that. I was going to say she might have had a halter and lead on or been in her stall. I want to wipe some on her face. Good, 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 good. Okay, you're okay. So while she's walking away from me, I'm moving with her. When a horse does things, it's trying to avoid a situation or change the outcome. Okay? If she's trying to get away from me and I move with her, it's not working. Horses don't do what doesn't work. They don't feel repeatedly. They do what works. She doesn't like the sound or the spray action, apparently out of the sprayer. She doesn't mind me actually rubbing the fly spray on her, obviously. Been fly sprayed plenty in her life. Good. Good. It's okay. Take a time out. So, learning doesn't take place when they do what they do for you. She just turned and faced and stopped. That's not the learning. The learning is occurring right now. When I quit, and when there's right there, she's licking and chewing, the reduction of the stress and anxiety, and now her brain can kick in, and if you watch her ears flip-flop back and forth, now she's thinking, going, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell? She's asking questions. So you gotta quit. Quit faster, quit earlier, quit longer. That's if you want the horse to learn, quit. They don't learn if you keep doing and keep doing. Now the other thing I just did, I sprayed her, and then she left. Did leaving prevent me from spraying her? No. So if there's something that the horse doesn't like, get it done before the horse can prevent it. And then it realizes, oh, what I did didn't work to prevent it, because what I did was too late. And if they're really smart, like a halflinger, they'll try and figure out how to not let you in the first place, but it's okay. So this is a good example, though, of if I put this down, I can walk up to her without any problem, I think. Although she's a little suspicious of me now. Interesting. I wonder if it's the gloves. You never know what about you has changed. So the other thing is, I'm not chasing her because I'm not focused on her rear end. I'm focused on her head and her eyes. I'm staring at her in the eyes. That means I don't want you to run from me. So even though she is leaving until right there, and this is the quit, this is when the horse learns, this is when they can change from what they were to what you want to become. I can't emphasize this enough. If you want the horse to change, quit. When they're doing exactly what you want, quit. When they figure out what you're asking for, quit. Then you can get a lasting, permanent change. And how long do you quit? Watch the horse. What am I waiting for? Internalizing the lesson, thinking and chewing. Let the brain kick in. I've noticed in the little bit I've worked with her, though, that this horse hides herself a lot. She's very stoic and doesn't want you to see her. So she is very difficult to read at times. There, finally, she blew out right there, had a half of a lick and chew. She actually swallowed the rest of it. So you can see if I give her a chance to let me touch her all over. This horse has been groomed a lot in the last 18 months. I know the owner. This horse has been well handled and made to be very healthy. There's nothing physically wrong with this horse. But interestingly, right there, she did walk off. And she knows I'm a teacher. Now, right there, she had a little bit of a startle on this offside. If I were to probably jump up and down right now, she'd probably leave in a hurry. On a finished horse, you should be able to stand here and jump up and down without any problem at all. But she's overly sensitive to the energy state of the person she's with. And remember, I couldn't get back here to this back foot on the offside to pick it. I still haven't picked it. She's kind of figuring it out right now, and she might let me do it. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here and see if she'll give it to me. There you go. She's taking it away. I'm ignoring that so that her taking it away doesn't work at all on me. No matter what she does, I'm just going to keep picking it. I'm going to keep it up in the air until I'm done with it. I want to increase her confidence in me and develop a trust. Which means, again, I have to show her I trust her. I want to put this foot down before she takes it away from me. I can feel she's struggling with it. I'm going to give her a quick little emotional break. If you let your horse's emotions get too cranked up, they can't think anymore, just like us. If you get too fearful or worried or angry at somebody, your decision making deteriorates. Then your decisions, you either don't make decisions, you just act, or your decisions are very emotional, not well considered, and don't turn out so well. So if you see your horse is getting emotional, unless you're deliberately making it emotional as a part of a lesson to teach it to don't be emotional, then you need to help it out because you're trying to teach it. Let it diffuse those emotions. Give them any time out. She's really struggling with this leg, so I'm going to start tracing circles with the hip to relax that hip. Set it down, and I'm going to stroke this part of this horse some more. And you know, my objective today was to get a saddle on this horse as fast as she would let me get a saddle on it and teach her some things. Well, foundation. She got to feel good about me being around her and handling her and fly spraying her and picking her feet and grooming her and be able to accept all of that, which she clearly is not doing. I want her to come to me. She walked toward me, so I gave her peace, a big release by backing up away from her. I'm going to go ahead and close. She's going to come closer to me. So I'm going to take half a step back for every step she comes to me, and then I'm going to set that down because I want to reward that. And I'm even going to make a little tiny quit right here so she can think about what just happened. And there goes the lick and chew, dropping of the head. This is when the horse is learning. What are they learning? How to make better decisions. It's going to be easier for her to make the kind of decision I want her to make, the more relaxed and calm she is and thoughtful. Good. But she is really struggling. What I like is she's not screaming for her paddock partner, which is a gelding, which she's very much in love with. You take him out and she screams, but I've been teaching her don't scream. Rely firstly on me, and then put your big girl panties on. Take them training pants off. Time to grow up and find that you're an adult and capable of being an adult and stand on your own feet. Get some security from within. This is a lot of horse. She's just not naturally an alpha horse. So I know she doesn't like this spray bottle, so I'm going to take it away from her like this because I have two things going on. I want to teach her things, but I also want to get things done. There's flies on her face, and I want to get some fly spray on that face so she's not being distracted by flies and not thinking about me. And there go her ears back. She's trying to run from me. She puts her ears back, which is threatening me. She's telling me, I don't like your proximity. I don't like what you're doing. I'm trying to get away from you, and you're not letting me. I want you to go away. I don't like what you're doing. So I can see I could spend hours with this fly spray bottle, but I'm going to help her out. And you learn little ways. Now she just walked with me all the way across here. I should have stopped halfway if I was thinking better and done this, but you can see what I'm going to get for it. I'm going to get a more calm, relaxed horse more with me by choice than if I just ignored that. What I'm kind of doing here is listening to the horse. And I want her to know I'm listening. It's active listening. I want to have a conversation back and forth. Teaching can go both ways. You know, the best teaching, Socratic method, where you ask your student a question. They ask you a question and you answer it with a question. And it provokes thought. There's a lick and chew. Whenever possible, you want to provoke thought. And we want to have this conversation back and forth. So I'm going to try and figure out a sneaky way to help her stay with me like this by having contact while I pick up the fly spray bottle and spray her. I want it to be one quick spray, like that. Well, nothing came out because I closed it up. Great. Wonderful. So I'll repeat that. How did that? Whatever. Good. Good. Don't want to see that end. Keep turning away from me. Good. That's the end I want. I don't want you sending that at me. Come on. So she's waffling right now. If you watch her ears, she's trying to warn me and say, I don't like what's going on here. At the same time, she's trying to accept it. So she's trying to both submit and not submit. She's caught between two states right now. And me backing away allowed her to enter the state I want versus the one I don't want. You could pick a fight. You can pick a fight with anybody or anything. But if you're trying to teach them, the only thing picking a fight is going to do is teach them to fight, which if you're trying to teach them to defend themselves, great. Okay, so she's kind of stuck right now. She's not learning anything. At least she's not showing me that she is. I need her to stop hiding herself. I want that conversation. She has a tendency to not talk to me very much. She's hints. Good. You're a tough girl, aren't you? So, the way she's reserving herself implies to me, I mean, it could be her personality. Hey, I'm not an easy one. I'm a diva. I expect everything go my way. You know, there's a chance she was spoiled or even it was imprinted poorly. Or there's also the chance of just the opposite of that she's been treated roughly and forced to do things, physically restrained, and had things done to her that she didn't like and couldn't accept. One or the other. Or it could just be her personality. It doesn't really matter, does it? Again, teach the horse that's in front of you as they are and help them be better than they are and be different. Always treat the horse like it's already perfect. And they'll reach for it. Can't treat them as they already are. It doesn't mean you can't give them feedback and tell them you're not happy. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply more active leadership. It's really hard to tell with her the balance between active and passive leadership because passive leadership I have to teach horses the value of peace. She doesn't know it quite yet. She's been trying to learn it, I can see, but she hasn't successfully figured it out. So I'm going to throw some active leadership in here. Sometimes you need a little push. Sometimes you need a firm hand to help you make those good decisions. Like right there, she turned away from me. Nope. I want her to see where that got her. And then you can see it fired her emotions up. She's not going to be able to learn with all those emotions there. But also, this doesn't feel good to be that emotional. So now I'm going to let those emotions subside so she can learn something from this. Again, I want this horse to be sensitive to me and start asking the question, what does Dave want? And forget about what she wants. Almost every horse I meet, every human I meet, is stuck in their own head. Well, editorial comment on our society right now, I think it's one of the biggest things in America. Too much individual freedom to the point where everyone's forgotten they're not the most important thing on the planet because we keep telling them they're the most important thing on the planet. Well, they're not. As an individual, they are, but society lends them security. Without a social structure, the individual has no security. Anyhow, sorry. Good. So she came over here and she walked away on her own. And she's thinking, trying to sort out what the hell just happened and what's it mean. I want to give her this time. And she's walking away, not asking the question, what does Dave want? So she timed out. I want her focus all the time, not part-time. You know, you keep presenting that ass to me, I'm going to spank it some more. Thank you. Don't you turn away from me like that. A lot of feelings there, huh? So I guess that's one of the things I've noticed with this horse. It has a lot of feelings, but it doesn't like to show them to you. It looks calm on the outside, but it's seething on the inside. Thank you. No, that was really good. I only want her to walk. The trot is showing me her level of stress and anxiety. That is not, there's the individual. Walk, started to walk, dropped her head. She keeps trying to do things that I don't tell her to do, originating thoughts about her own body. So she's showing me how much stress and anxiety she's got by trotting without me telling her to. Now there's also a chance she was taught this. When I'm in a round pen like this with a human being, I better be worried. This can absolutely be taught by piss poor handling of a horse. I've seen so much lunging done just at the canter. Fire up that horse. Get it all emotional. Make it so it rears and bucks on the end of your lunge line. What are you teaching that horse exactly? Well, maybe you're just trying to wear it out so when you get on it, it doesn't do that. But me personally, I don't want to wear out my horse before I ride it. So what I'm waiting for here is the walk. I want her to grab a hold of her own emotions. She just asked me a question right there, and there's the walk. It happened after she asked me, what the hell are we doing here? Her brain finally came off of autopilot. And so, because she walked, I quit. Because I want to learn something there. What do I want to learn? Don't have all that anxiety. You can perform with zero stress and anxiety. All you got to do is ask yourself what I want you to do and do it. And then I'm going to give you peace. We can be at peace 99.9% of the time. Only when I want to change. I'm going to disturb the peace with a cue. Very brief cue. You're going to read it. Good. She's going to come in. She volunteered. So I'm going to allow that. Because she actually asked, but she aborted it. So I'm going to actually tell her, leave. And now I like how she walked away without trotting. So I'm going to quit. And now she's completely forgotten about me and she's eating. So she's not learning a lesson. Now that's my fault. There shouldn't be anything edible within range of her mouth. But I only have so much time in the day. That's the horse right there I'm looking for. Ah, ah. Calm, relaxed, walking, head down, no stress or anxiety. Still has flies because she hasn't let me fly spray her yet. Now I could get that done, put a halter on her, but there's a point here. The point is, yield yourself to me at liberty. There's a lot of, whatever. That's what it. Everything I do, there's one way of doing it. There's 1,000 ways to do it. What I'm trying to do is maximize the learning of the horse. If you wanted to do this quicker, you could put a halter on this horse and get some stuff done, get the saddle on her and all that. But there's a very important point I'm trying to make with this horse, and part of it has to do with our relationship. Oh, and you saw what she just did on her left front foot right there? That was a strike from a distance. She had and right there she struck with her right front leg by me just picking up a rope. And right there, I don't think this is natural. That's severe defensiveness. I don't think this horse was born that way. It's a prey animal, but most prey animals aren't quite that defensive. And I'm getting a phone call. I didn't put it on Do Not Disturb. That'll probably interrupt my audio. So I'll probably get out. One of the hazards of using your phone is you're a videographer. Still recording, testing. And no, see, mic changed. Mic changed from Bluetooth to phone's audio. Okay. I can't figure out how to change it back to Bluetooth.